Dear students, this is the last part of the video of the lesson Deep Water, in which I will tell you how after a lot of practice and hard work, determination, willpower, the narrator overcame the fear of water. So after the instructor had finished his work, the narrator started practicing. His work was not finished. So he went to the water bodies and tried to go into the water all alone, and he was terror stricken that when he would be alone in the pool, the tiny vestiges of the old terror would return. But whenever he was terrorized by these fear, he would frown at them. He would show his anger, saying to the terror, trying to scare me, "Hey, well, here is to you, look," and off I would go for another length of the pool. Means he would show his strength, and he would go into the water, showing the fear that now he was not afraid of the water. And this went on until July, but still he was not satisfied. You know that in the month of April the instructor left him. Now it was July, but still he was not satisfied. He was not sure that all terror had left him. So he went to Lake Wentworth to check his fear of water. He went to the Lake Wentworth in New Hampshire. He dived off a dock at Trix Island and swam 2 miles across the lake to Stampact Island. Means to check whether he had overcome the fear of water. He went to the Lake Wentworth in New Hampshire, and there he dived into it at the Trix Island and swam 2 miles across the lake to Stampact Island. Then he swam crawl, breaststroke, side stroke, and backstroke, the styles of swimming. And one time only, the terror returned. The terror returned. He felt terror when he was in the middle of the lake. He put his face under and saw nothing but bottomless water. The old sensation returned. The old fear returned in miniature. Miniature means in little scale, not in large scale. Miniature, in a very short form. The narrator laughed and said, "Well, Mr. Terror, what do you think you can do to me?" It fled and I swam on. Means he challenged the terror and told him, what do you think? What do you think you can do to me? It fled and I swam on. Means when he challenged the fear went away. Fear could not stay there. It fled, it ran away, and the narrator swam on. Still he had some residual remaining doubts. At his first opportunity, he went to the west, went to the Titan, to the Conrad Meadows. I told you to to remember these names, to notice the names of the person, places, and things, and the events. So went up to Titan, to Conrad Meadows, up the Conrad Creek Trail to meet Glacier, and camped in High Meadow by the side of the warm lake. So it is his final attempt to check that he has overcome the fear of water or not. The next morning, I stripped, means took off his clothes, dived into the lake, warm lake. I am talking about warm lake, and swam across to the other shore and back, just as Duff Corporon used to. It is the name of the great swimmer. I shouted with joy, and Gilbert Peak returned the echo. Means, and what I had conquered my fear of water. This is his feeling of happiness. He cried with happiness, "I conquered my fear of water," when he dived into the warm lake and swam across to the other shore and back, like Duff Corporon used to do. He shouted with joy, and when he shouted with joy, his voice resounded, and the echo, he could hear the echo of, he could hear his echo of rejoicing, and he cried. He had conquered the fear of water, means he had overcome the fear of water. He was completely out of the fear of water. So this experience has deep meaning, as only those who know stark terror and conquered it can appreciate, means only those can appreciate this type of experience, those who have himself experienced such things. It was really very difficult time for the narrator, and he, with his, because of his hard work, dedication, willpower, and willingness, he overcame the fear of water. So it is well said that where there is will, there is a way. So in death there is peace, there is terror only in the fear of death. So this is very important fact, as Roosevelt knew when he said, all we have to fear is fear itself. President Franklin Roosevelt, he used to say that all we have to fear is fear itself. Means we should not be afraid of the fear, we should make the fear fear. So because he had experienced both the sensation of dying and the terror that fear of it can produce, the will to live somehow grew in intensity. The more the fear, the more the willingness to live grows into a man. Means the will to live somehow grew in intensity. The will to live grows intensely, or the intensity of living grows when one is at the verge of dying. So at last the narrator felt released, free to walk the trails and climb the peaks and to brush aside fear. Means the narrator overcame the fear of water. Now he could enjoy the fishing, canoeing, boating, swimming, everything. So this is the end of the chapter. I hope you have enjoyed the chapter. Now I will give you an assignment in the another video. I will give another assignment in the form of documents also. Hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching video. Thank you and have a nice day.